Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here we go! Brad 38!
On 1st and 10, Small, a dump underneath to Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Small, over the middle. It's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down. A look now at the defensive starters for Cleveland. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking to throw. Small. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
380.
Following the penalty, Abdullah. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll be a 2nd down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did. Okay. He'll get it up the middle. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Amir Abdullah with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! All right, here we go. Green, 39! Green, 39!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action. Mayfield. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. Spins by. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Second down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Third down, Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down. Page. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Gun! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change or at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And Matthews has it right side. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. Left side, caught by Matthews. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bortles now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Still second down.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Now Bortles again. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction. So now what can they do on 3rd? Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
3rd and long for Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Gerald McCoy is so slippery and elusive in the interior of the defense. I don't care who has the assignment to block him. It usually ends up having to take at least two, and most of the time, that's not enough either. Witness that tackle for a loss.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Green 80.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Patriot! Leopard! Watching that, Barney!
Mayfield on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
Here's Mayfield. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Detroit!
Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. So he got free at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gone!
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. On 1st and 10, Mayfield steps away to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Flushed out right. Time for a break. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Mayfield. Being chased out left. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They run. It's Johnson. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll look to throw. And Matthews over the middle with the grab. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's back to throw. And his throw is incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Green 80.
Back to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to throw. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Bortles to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Bortles. And it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A 2nd down run for Abdullah. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. To throw is Bortles. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
No, check, Patriot!
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. Back on day 1, they said they were capable of winning 10 games this year. They said that in this locker room. They were right. This makes it an even 10.
And typically, if you win 10, it puts you right in the hunt for the playoffs. It doesn't ensure it, but 10 wins, an excellent goal for any team before a season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the